Okay, as you probably have all heard, all the trades in the baseball deadline that went, all the trades that went down on July 31st before the trade deadline. So here are the trades that went down today. The Cardinals, the Padres, and the Indians all completed a three-team trade, and the Padres got Ryan Ludwig. The Cardinals got Jake Westbrook and Nick Greenwood, and the Indians got Corey Klubler. So that was interesting. Jake Westbrook goes from the Indians to the Cardinals, and who thought the Cardinals would have gotten rid of Ryan Ludwig? He was pretty good for them while he was there. And then the Dodgers and the Cubs completed a two-team, five-player trade that sent the Cubs pitcher Ted Lilly and their outfielder Ryan Theriot to the Dodgers, and in return, the Cubs gave up Blake DeWitt, Kyle Schmidt, and Brett Wallace. So pretty good players in return, but I cannot believe they traded Ted Lilly. Well, we all saw it coming, but he automatically becomes the Dodgers' fifth starter in the rotation, so replacing Carlos Masterson, who moves to the bullpen. And then, as we probably have all heard by now, the Astros and the Yankees have completed their trade that sends Lance Berkman to the Yankees for Mark Melicon and Jimmy Mercedes. And the Yankees had signed Mark in the offseason last year, so we just got rid of him. And now he comes on our everyday DH, that is Lance Berkman, and sometimes first baseman when Mark Teixeira is not playing. And then the Braves and the Royals completed a two-team, five-player trade that sends outfielder Rick Ankiel and relief pitcher Carl Farnsworth from the Royals to the Braves for Gregor Blanco, Jesse Chavez, and Tim Collins. So Carl Farnsworth again goes to another team. That's his fourth team in 3 years. His first time he was traded was in 2008 from the Yankees to the Tigers, if you guys remember, for Ivan Rodriguez in 2008. And then the Yankees were once again were involved in trades that sent Kerry Wood from the Indians again to the Yankees for a player to be named later. And now we have a setup man and a bridge to Mario Rivera. And then also today, the Tigers and the Nationals completed a trade that sends Kristen Guzman, second baseman Kristen Guzman, to the Tigers, or to the Rangers from the Nationals for Tanner Rosegar and Ryan Tusco. And now he's going to fill one for Ian Kinsler, who was on the DL. And the Pirates and the Diamondbacks player also completed a two-team, five-player trade that sends Chris Snyder and Pedro Crocco from the D-backs to the Pirates, and in return the D-backs get DJ Carrasco, Ryan Church, and infielder Bobby Crosby, was also signed from the free agency last season. So he's going to get new scenery. And again, the Pirates were involved in another trade, this time with the Dodgers, that sends their closer, the Pirates closer, October Hotel, to the Dodgers for John McDonald and Andrew Lambeau. So now the Dodgers have gotten another reliever for the bullpen for the stretch of the postseason. And the Rays and the Diamondbacks are involved in another trade, this time with the Rays. And the Diamondbacks got rid of Chad Qualls, who goes to the Rays for a player to be named. And now the Rays have another solidified reliever who was almost pitched tonight in the Yankees' 5-4 win over the Rays, and Lance Berkman's debut with the Yankees. And the Giants and the Pirates again. The Pirates are involved in another one. The Giants get Javier Lopez from the Pirates for John Bowker and Joe Martinez. So they have some more. The Giants have more bullpen help, and they were looking for some. And the Marlins and the Orioles completed a trade with Will Oman from the Marlins, or for the Orioles go to the Marlins for Ryan Van Vadenherk, so probably a minor leaguer. And then the Giants and the Red Sox completed a trade where Roman Ramirez, who was the Red Sox acquired Roman Ramirez in 2008 offseason for Coco Crisp. You guys don't know that. He was traded to the Giants to the Red Sox for Daniel Turnip. And then, now the Giants have more bullpen help. And then last night, July 30th, before the trade deadline, Edwin Jackson goes from the Arizona Diamondbacks to the Chicago White Sox for Danny Hudson and Holmberg, so probably a minor leaguer. So that's his fourth team in 3 years, or in a year and a half, because he goes from the Rays to the Diamondbacks, and then the Diamondbacks to the White Sox, and he might be traded in the waiver deadline, which is not going to be in August. And then the Yankees were not done on July 31st. On July 30th, they acquired the Indians outfielder Austin Courage for a player to be named. So the Yankees made a big splash in the trade deadline. As we all know, the Phillies and the Astros completed a trade that sent Roy Oswalt, who wanted to trade to the Phillies for J.E.Happ, Anthony Gose, and Jonathan Villar. So now the J.E.Happ really gets traded in real life, not a joke this time, an April Fool's joke like he was when they said he traded to the Japanese league, which is funny. And as I said before, Matt Capps and the Nationals goes to the Twins for Wilson Ramos and Joe Testa. So, and he got his first save last night for the Twins, replacing their normal closer who was in for Joe Nathan. So, and then the Tigers and Marlins completed a trade that sent Jorge Cantu to Texas for Evan Reed and Omar Poveda, and they go to the Marlins. And now they needed his first game last night. And the Padres and Orioles have made a deal. Miguel Tejada from the Orioles to the Padres for Win Pizzar. So he leaves the Orioles once again. Scott Pislednik from the Orioles to the Dodgers for Lee May and Linda. So then the Dodgers make another trade. And then, like I've said in my other video, Johnny Peralta to the Tigers for a minor league for a single-leg catcher. And Dan Herron from the Arizona Diamondbacks to the Angels for Joe Saunders, Patrick Corbin, Ryan Rodriguez, and the player to be named. So they got a lot of players in return. And Anthony Gonzalez, Alex Gonzalez, Tim Collins, and Tyler Pasternecki go to the Braves from the Jays for Una Escobar and George Reyes. So, and he's been doing pretty good for the Braves. And as we all heard already, this happened July 9th. Cliff Lee and Mark Lowe go to the Rangers from the Mariners for Justin Smoke, Matt Lawson, Joe Leake, and B. Bevan. So, and Justin Smoke has been pretty great for their team. And one of the first trades that happened for the Giants and the Rangers, they sent the Giants and Benji Molina to the Giants for Chris Gray and the PTBN, which is player to be named. And then this happened June 27th. Russell Brandon goes from the Indians and goes back to the Mariners for J. Diaz and E. Carnar. And this happened June 15th. Connor Jackson goes from the D-backs to the Oakland Athletics for San Diego. So that's a good trade. And then, as we all have heard, Arizona Diamondbacks trade Dontre Willis to the Tigers trade Dontre Willis to the D-backs for Bill Buckner. And then, like 2 days after, like a week later, the D-backs released Dontre Willis, and he was signed by the Giants, and he's on their team now. So that's all the trades that have happened so far. So, pretty busy trade deadline and trades that happened this season. I still cannot believe we still got Lance Berkman. That is a huge trade. And Austin Kearns. And what did we get? Lance Berkman, Austin Kearns, and and Kerry Wood. We got Kerry Wood, so he's our bridge to Mariano. But he wasn't today because he wasn't there before the game started. So hopefully we'll see him in uniform tomorrow for winning because we won today. So we are officially in first place. So even if we lose tomorrow, we're still in first place because we have already gotten the first 2 games of the series. So yeah, so we make it to the playoffs. After all these trades, we better. Okay, that's all I have to say, man. I am signing off now. This video is 10 minutes long.